it was a really interesting market to buy into. And yeah, we were looking around, just sort of getting laser focused into what are the key areas we want to focus buying in. And the asset type was just a single house. So we're going for more capital growth and cash flow in this perspective. And there's everyone's like, oh, they want the best of both worlds, and it really was, because it was really strong capital growth prospects with a reasonably good level of cash flow. I think. Yeah, what ended up renting for?
We had it. It was renting at $420 a week, and then it was due for a rent increase because it was a DHA lease, right? And every year at the same time of the year they do a rental review, and then they typically increase it if it warrants it. And so we bought it when it was getting $420 rent a week, and we had an estimate of what it could get, up to $440 to $460, and that was your estimate, by the way. And we, as soon as we had the contract for sale, and then it changed after I'd signed the contract for sale a couple of weeks later, before even settlement, changed to $450 a week rent. So it went up $30 a week in rent, which was another good reason that we were purchasing the deal. I'm thinking I think about this more and more and more. There's so many reasons why we bought the property, and one of the bigger reasons was that yes, it's a DHA lease, and it was ending in a couple of years after a 12-year stint, and there was the capital growth potential from a mini, very small renovation, because it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and there was a front room, which is basically a bedroom. All it needed was a door hung on that wall there for it to become a bedroom. So that's what we were looking to reap in 2-3 years' time when the DHA lease finished. That would boost the value of the property. But thinking about it now, we didn't realize how well this property would perform. I guess, and that's what you do good, is you are under-promising and over-delivering.
Yeah, I'm not a good salesperson.
Which is great. I mean,
but you don't.
We're mates, and you're just straight up. So.
Oh yeah, it's my own detriment, I guess. But also, you don't know what the future holds. It's a sound.
Exactly.
It's all the principles. I mean, there's always complexities, and the DHA which is defence housing for those listening, and there's complexities around the lease itself because. There's so many angles we can go this.
Yeah, let's go down them all. We've got time.
So, yeah, the play was buy a low-set house. I mean, going back to my point before, this was a $455,000 purchase that was renting once it was settled at $450 a week. So, right in that sweet spot around that 5.2% gross yield, which is really, really strong. If you go around Australia now, it's actually quite difficult to find something like that.
Well, even then, in the end of December last year, people were really struggling.
Yeah, and this is the beauty about these deals that come up was it's a strategy I actually like more and more now, which is the DHA defence housing. They have leases over it, so they rent the property out to defence members, and by doing that, they charge quite a significant management fee, which is 15.5% plus GST.
Yeah, so then it'll be about
16.5,
yeah,
gross, and that's a lot higher than what most managers would charge, which is around that 7.5-8% range in Ipswich.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze in a second.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm at 8.8% in WA. But they're a really good property manager. And we've talked about property managers, why it's worth paying a little bit more than, just trying to nickel and dime it for a 5% thing.
Well, it depends what you get. So some people do gross, like a full encompassing lease. That's what DHA do. They take into account everything in that fee. So the figure is high, but if you break down what they actually give back
for the investor,
it's really quite good. I mean, you don't deal with any maintenance issues unless they're large, and then they're probably more insurance based. But they look after the property. They
They cover all the maintenance, and then they also recarpet and repaint.
Yeah, that's the
they
end
leave.
part. And that's
Yeah.
like the kicker in, like, I don't mind DHA leases, but only if there's a few years left in the lease, because from a growth perspective, it does hamstring it, and that's why we were able to get this property at such a great price as well. Was you can't advertise the address of the property on realestate.com because it's defence housing. It's like that's the clauses they have in the contract, so it really restricts the eyeball. So people scroll through, they see a property, they might like it, but it says, address available on request. And they kind of skim through it because they're like, oh, this probably doesn't even exist, or it's in a shit location. And this property, we were negotiating on a different one with a sales agent, and that's why we're constantly coaching people to stay top of mind with real estate agents in their area. Is they bought us this asset that I couldn't see on realestate.com. And I looked further into it. Once I found the address and got the details, initially it was like, oh, proceed with caution, DHA lease, and delving further into it, realising there's only a few years left in it. But because it was held for over 9 years in the DHA lease, that they, on exit, they're required to do an internal paint, replace the carpets and the flooring, even do an external clean and do the landscaping. So basically hand you over like freshly renovated property at the end.
They also pay the rates, Sam.
No, they don't.
Well, they have paid mine.
Really?
Yeah. I thought maybe they did, maybe they didn't.
Is it water rates though?
No, it was council rates. And I sent it into their accounts and they said, yep, confirmed, I've got the bill and we've paid it.
Yeah,
it's payable.
They'd pay it, but does your weekly or your monthly income reflect those rate reductions? Just check that.
I'll have to check that, yeah.
Because that's part of the service too. They pay your bills.
Okay, yeah.
And in their 16.5% is you just give them everything and they just go and pay it for you. So you actually don't do anything.
Yeah, well, that's right. This one I don't. They don't. It's not like my other property where they're like, yeah, we've got this thing happening. Do you want us to send a contractor out, or these are the two contractors? Which one would you like to choose? And based on the price, it's just like I don't hear anything at all
because they
just sort it and pay for it.
Yeah, and that's why they charge a higher fee, and that's why you actually get a really a lot of value out